HVAC estimating and bidding, part 2. So I wanted to go over the bidding process and estimation and how we come up with our figures and why there's such a big variance between company to company. Inside the book that you take a test on, that the state of Mississippi recommends that you pick up, which they sell it to you. So it's a 10-step process, and I'm going to go over it real quickly, try to keep it within the 3 minutes. The step 1, labor cost of each task. So you'll have all these different tasks associated with your job. You need to factor in how long it's going to take you and your labor costs. We'll go over more of that in a minute. You have labor burden. That's step 2. Your employee taxes, insurance, Medicare, Social Security, federal unemployment insurance, workers' comp, liability insurance, and company benefits. You gotta factor all that in into your bid. Step 3, your material cost, and add a small contingency for waste. There's no way that you could possibly figure out to the T everything that you're going to need, because once you get to the job, you're going to be like, oh man, that was a foot short. You're going to have a little extra, and it's just an issue. Step 4, project equipment. Do you have to have a crane to lift something on a roof? Do you have to rent a duct jack? Do you have to rent a anything that you have to rent? Step 5, do you have any subcontractor fees? Do you have any subcontract labor? Did you have to sub out, metal fabrication for your duct work? Stuff like that, you got added in. Step 6, add allowances. Some items may not be specified and that they may want to look over, so you add a contingency in there, add an allowance. Step 7 is contingencies. So factor in risk into the job. The more variable, the higher the risk. They have percentages on all this, but it's only a 3-minute video, so I'm trying to keep it short. But I will go over this in detail. And by the way, if this has been beneficial for you, go ahead and tap on the screen. Go ahead and follow, like the video. I appreciate that. It means a lot. All right. Step 8, add project overhead. You got permits. You got temporary storage, temporary office. You got bonds associated with the job. All that stuff has got to be factored in as project overhead. Step 9, company overhead. You have an office. Do you have accounting fees, taxes, telephone, legal fees? You got software. You got people in your office working. All that stuff has got to be factored in. Step 10, add a markup and determine profit margin. Cost estimation, customers' needs and expectations, local market and competition pricing. Hey, there's a lot to it. Add it all up. Follow for part 3.